Hey guys, what's up? This is Brett. Often I get asked, how do I clean my records? So today I'm going to demo a device for you here called the Spin Clean, but before I do that I want to show you just a brief history of my experience with cleaning records. I started off, as many people did, with one of these disc washers. It's a brush, you take fluid, you squirt it on the edge, you rub it in, you hold it down on the record. I found with these, I never felt like I got a deep clean on the record. And I also feel like I never got a whole complete straight edge of fluid to actually get from the edge all the way to the inside. After that, I went to a spray cleaner. You spray it on the record, wipe it off with a cloth. I liked it a lot better than the dishwasher, but the same thing. I never felt like I was actually hitting every single groove and getting it in a straight line without completely dousing the record. So that takes us to today, the Spin Clean. This is a simple but really effective device. It's made by a company here in the United States. It's been around for 40 years. I have to tell you, I'm super impressed with it. So stick around here. I'm going to show you some demonstration of some cleaning. So assembling the Spin Clean literally just takes a couple of seconds. You're just going to remove the lid, which you can use to keep on there when you're storing it, so it keeps the basin free from debris. We have two rollers. They have a rubber material in the inside. That's where the edge of the record is actually going to sit on as you're rotating it. There are 3 slots on the Spin Clean here, and those just determine what size record you're cleaning. So if you're cleaning a 12-inch record, you're going to just drop the rollers on the outside one, a 10-inch, and the 7-inch or the 45s will be right there. Now, once that's done, all you have to do is insert the brushes. And the brushes actually just pop into these center parts here. Really easy. And we're ready to go. Now those brushes are set to last between 2 to 3 years of cleaning, just depending probably on how many records you're actually using. And if you order the next tier up of the Spin Clean, they actually give you a replacement set of brushes. The Spin Clean comes with a 4-ounce bottle of their washer fluid. Now this is set to clean about 700 records. And if you order their package, in addition to the 4-ounce bottle, they actually send you a 32-ounce bottle as well, which is set to clean about 5,600 records. So between these two bottles, you're looking at over 6,000 records. So you're going to be set for actually quite a while. Alright, our next step is to actually add our water and our cleaning solution. So inside the basin we have a measuring line, and we're going to add distilled water to that, and I already picked some up here. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to add this water in and fill it up to our measuring line. And you can see the brushes are already starting to get submerged. Just going to add a little bit more here. Alright, from there we're going to add our washer fluid. Now that's going to go directly onto the brushes. So when we're using the 4-ounce bottle, we're going to fill up 3 capfuls and pour over the brushes. When you're using your 32-ounce bottle, you're only going to use 1 capful because of the size of the cap. So let's take our washer fluid here, and we're just going to pour it directly onto those brushes. Alright, we're all set to clean. So I have a copy here of David Bowie's 1978 live album Stage, covered in some debris, got some fingerprints. So I'm just going to take those rollers, move them over to the 12-inch slot, insert the record between the brushes. We're going to go 3 times clockwise and then 3 times counterclockwise. And the record is, all the grooves are getting completely covered in fluid. Now, one thing that I never understood up until using this Spin Clean is I always wondered what prevents the fluid from damaging the label. Now there's 2 things. Number 1, right off the bat, I don't even see the fluid dripping on the label at all. And second, the fluid is non-damaging to the label, so even if it does get on there, it just wipes off and there's no harm. So now I'm just going 3 times counterclockwise. You can really feel those brushes really getting in those dirty grooves. Alright. Now I'm just going to pull the record out. Alright, just get off some of that excess fluid. And let's dry this baby. Now, the Spin Clean comes with 2 of these washable drying cloths. and if you order the package, it actually comes with an additional 5. You want to pre-wash these. The instructions tell you. I already did that. It makes them fluffier and more absorbent. So all we're going to do is just go in a clockwise motion, and we're just going to dry this baby off. And once the record is completely dry, you're ready to play or put it back in its sleeve to store it. All right, let's try a 45 as well. So like before I mentioned, we're just gonna move the rollers into the closest slot. And I have this, I got it at a Goodwill a long time ago. It's pretty scratched up. It's got tons and tons of dirt on it. I haven't even tried playing this. It just looks almost unplayable. But as a good little tester, this is Yesterday by the Beatles. So we're just gonna drop that record in, and we're gonna go clockwise 3 times. 1, 2, and 3. Let's go the other way. 1, 2, and 3. All right, I've just cleaned 25 records. The water definitely has some debris in there, and it's interesting because a lot of the debris has sunk down to the bottom of the basin. So I'm done for the day of cleaning, so what I'm gonna do is actually just put the lid back on, and I'm actually going record shopping tonight, so I'm gonna save this for later and see how it goes. As the instructions recommend, take the brushes out if you're gonna leave the fluid in there. Rinse them thoroughly with warm water, squeeze out the excess water, and then let them dry on top of the unit. All right, guys, I have to say 2 thumbs up for the spin clean. I am super impressed. What I noticed is just taking each record out, it had a fresh smell. And for those of you guys go digging at Goodwills, garage sales, basements, whatever, I find that you bring home a lot of records and they smell, and this record bath here really helps remove a lot of that scent. It really pulls out the debris, and I cleaned this entire stack, 25 records here. And I have a couple recommendations. One thing that I would recommend doing is buying some extra towels. The basic machine comes with 2. You can order more through them, or you can get the package where you get 7 of them. Or as you're cleaning, it has a nice little handle on it where you can start to air dry them just to get a little bit of the moisture out as you're doing it. Secondly, I bought a little dish dryer here, a little strainer. So after I towel dried them, I set them in there to air dry just a little bit longer, just to be sure that they were completely dry. Third, give yourself some extra time, give yourself a couple hours, and lay out some towels and just dig in there. A little bit of water drips, so make sure you put a towel underneath your spin clean, and set up a nice table so you can put out sleeves and get the records moving. I'm one of those weird people that actually like to do dishes. I find it very meditative, and this experience blew that away. I'll tell you, get to know your collection, and you get to look through the covers as you're doing it, and then ones that are dry, you can put them on as you're cleaning. So it was a fun process, and I gotta tell you, after today's session, I'm gonna probably back up to the A's, and I'm gonna just go through in little spurts and clean up my entire collection. So a huge thank you to Spin Clean. Great device here. I'm gonna have links for you guys to pick this unit up. Really fantastic. So thanks for watching. I will talk to you guys soon.